everybody. Back here with Coach Martinez of men's soccer team. Coach, Mount Mercy coming to town on Sunday, 2 o'clock start. You guys just played them, but this one means a lot more. Last time was for seeding. This one's just to stay alive here in 2014. So let's preview this week's game. Kind of recap last week's, but also preview the tournament game here against Mount Mercy.
Looking back on last week's game, obviously it was a very good game. They're a well-coached team, some very good players in some dangerous spots, and they caused us some trouble at certain periods in the game, and I think we did the same for them.
Right.
We both created an equal amount of chances. I think in the overtime we had a couple of chances to maybe win the game.
Yeah, definitely.
So this weekend's going to be just as tough as a battle.
Sure.
Both teams, like you said, it's win or go home.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a game that we think we can go out and win if we do the right things at the right time in the game. So it was a difficult game. We left a little disappointed that we didn't win the game because we thought we had some chances to do so, and we definitely wanted to send our seniors off with the win. But to only lose one game in the conference was a goal of ours, and it was a goal to host a conference tournament game. So we're happy with where we are, and now it's just getting ready for the game this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a good position. You get 3 ties. There's a lot of overtime games,
Right?
For this fall. But every game you guys were in it. Just maybe couldn't get that late goal, especially against Mount Mercy. An early goal seemed to set the tone. Hey, we're in great position. Then they scored, and then all of a sudden, the well went dry for both sides for the rest of the game. But it should be a really interesting game. They are probably one of the better 6 seeds that the conference has probably had. I mean, they're projected to finish really high and just haven't really pulled it together for whatever reason it is. But I'm sure it'll be a good battle like it was last Saturday. So just in case this is the last time we talk for 2014, let's put the whole season in kind of a nice little capsule and talk about a great start, a tough little middle part against some really good teams, and then a lot of overtime, especially in conference. Just kind of talk about the whole season and what you've seen as the years progressed.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a season definitely of a lot of ups and downs. Like you said, we started the season really well. Maybe not against the most difficult of opponents, but it's always good to start the season 4-0.
Right.
And then you deal with a lot of injuries and a lot of inconsistency with the players and different opponents. So, overall we maybe would have liked to have a little bit of a better record.
Sure.
7-3 is not bad, but it's maybe not the goal of ours. I think the difficult competition gave us that record. We played against some very good non-conference teams, and if anything, those tough non-conference games got us ready for conference, and
Right.
to only lose one game and to tie 3 and find ourselves as a 3 seed with a really close chance of being 2. I mean, we win any one of those 3 ties and we finish as the 2 seed. But that was a goal of ours. We talked to the guys about it at the beginning of the season, and a goal of ours was to host a conference tournament game, and to reach that goal, we're happy with where we are. And I think as we got into conference play game after game, we kept telling the guys every game we're building upon. And I think our performances game after game in the conference got better and better and better. We tied our last 3 games, but we thought our overall performances were good.
Yeah, well, the last few opponents were the better opponents.
Exactly.
I mean, really. It wasn't that you were, and nothing against the bottom side of the league, but Mount Mercy tie, St. Ambrose tie are really good efforts.
Right, and we won the games that we thought we should have won, and we could have went out and won with Clark and Viterbo. And, like you said, Mount Mercy and St. Ambrose are 2 very good teams. So, they did well for themselves, especially St. Ambrose getting the 2 seed. So, we're same mentality going into this weekend, and now it's play for everything, and we just want to build upon that performance last week, and hopefully we can go out there and put a solid performance out like we did, but at the same time finish some chances that we maybe missed so that we can see ourselves into the semifinals.
Sure, definitely. Obviously a lot of talent returned this year, and you brought in a lot of good players as well. How do you feel like everybody meshed and figured it out as the year went along?
I think well overall. It's always difficult when you have guys from different parts of the world and
Sure.
different styles of play, but I think the common thing in our team is that everybody supports one another, whether it be JV and varsity. Everybody wants to do well, and everybody wants to see the team do well and continue to progress in the program to grow. And I think that we've done that. I mean, we have a very close-knit team, and you can see at our varsity games, our junior varsity guys are there.
They're the loudest guys out there.
Wreaking havoc and making noise and supporting their teammates, which
Sure.
is great to see. And I think that's just continuing to build upon what we did last year and this year, and then moving into next year, we hope to do the same. Continue to bring in, high-quality players that are going to keep us competing in a very difficult conference like the HAC. So, we feel like the program is continuing to move in the right direction, and hopefully we can continue that into next year and bring in some quality players that are even going to take us to that next level.
Sure, definitely. And that's what it's going to take, obviously, move to the HAC and Grandview coming with. It's going to be a very talented conference. So, but first off, we got to finish off 2014, hopefully finish it off with 3 wins.
Right.
And then, then you're a nationals, and then it's
Yeah,
anybody's guess what can happen.
And one game at a time, because if you look at the conference tournament from last year, it was the conference regular season last year was very comparable to this year. Grandview dominated the conference play, but then when they got to the final against St. Ambrose, it took an overtime win to beat St. Ambrose to go to the national tournament. So I think every team is going into the conference tournament, especially with how close our conference was, that if your team's in form and we're performing well, we really don't know how far we can go, and hopefully that's to the national tournament. So we set ourselves on we hosted a conference tournament game. Now our next goal is to make it to the final. If we can make it to the final, you really never know what can happen.
Yeah, it's in anybody's hands. So
it
all starts on Sunday, 2:00 start out at Lacey against Mount Mercy, number 3 seed Statesman against number 6 seed Mustang. So, Coach, best of luck, and see if we can get back to semifinals 3rd year in a row. So
thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks.